Hey
And
man, you're gonna need to turn your music down so we don't get yelled at.
how about stopping it?
That works too. That works too. And let's see here. Nice range trading day. How beautiful has this been? Up
I
and
told you in the
down,
morning
up and
it was gonna
down.
be it was gonna be perfect for scalpers.
Fun, fun, fun. Love it. Uh, and yet I had to be driving Miss Daisy around for the last hour and a half. Or Mr. Daisy, I should say. All right. We are.
Don't by the way, I'm eating, man. Wait a second.
It's
I haven't had time to eat.
all part. Eat. Who eats? You eat?
I know. Well, my wife has not she comes back tonight. So
Where's
I have
she
to do
at?
everything. She had a workshop in St. Louis at the headquarters. She works for Purina.
Oh, nice.
hmm So
Oh, that's cool.
she
Hey,
goes there
I'm
once in a while.
just throwing this out there. Your wife works at Purina, and I have 12 dogs. Is there something I can do here?
Send me your address. I have plenty of goodies.
Oh boy. Uh,
Yeah, I didn't know, man.
you didn't know I had 12 dogs?
No,
Oh. Or you didn't know that I
no.
would beg for food.
No. I didn't know you had 12 dogs.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
works on the veterinarian side,
Ah,
so
nice.
she deals with diet and the prescription. But
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure we can get something
Oh, I don't want any.
to increase the
I'm just
discount.
messing with you.
No,
But
dude,
actually,
no.
Purina is one of the. We have a horse too, and
Uh huh.
it's
Yeah,
definitely Purina is the two. I think two of the elements that we mix together for the horse are Purina brands as well.
yeah. They do a lot of
Yeah,
that and cows and all. Okay,
and they have kids too, so that comes in a different bag. But
you can give them the dog toys.
yeah, they eat the food.
Who is
uh,
here with us? Botsy is the only one with us. Dang it.
Blase.
Okay, let's did you announce it on the
I just threw it on socials a second ago. I can't. Yeah,
let's throw it
it's
on
out
our
there.
trading floor.
I didn't do that. I'll do that right now. That's easy. That
Wait a
is
second. I
easy.
have someone backing me, staring at me. What do you need, dude? What do you want? Huh? What happened, Pepper? You want to go outside? Give me a second. I don't think this was. Come here. Come on, man. You were just outside. You're fine. I just took you
What's
out.
the dog's name? Pepper.
Yeah, because he has little well, we rescue him and they call him Dr. Pepper,
Ah,
but he has little black spots on his white paws that looks like pepper
nice,
petals. And so the kids call him Pepper. I don't
nice.
know what this guy wants. Staring at me, but he should be fine. He ate everything. Okay.
Did you feed
Well,
him this
I'm ready
morning?
when you are.
I'm ready, man. We're
Uh,
rolling. We are rolling. We
okay.
got some good pre stuff going now, and uh, yeah, man.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready and we'll start.
Let's start. Let's do this.
Okay, everyone. Here we are back again. We did a little stop of 2 weeks because I was on vacation. We're gonna start and continuing doing on a weekly basis every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. We're gonna do a little Shark talk about the markets.
I think we did the
And
one. I think we did it last week. You were on vacation the week before, weren't you? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. We did our first one last week.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
we
you're
missed
still on vacation, brother. You're still
I'm
running.
old. That's the
You
problem.
can't see. You can't say
My
that to me.
memory,
You can't say you're old. You can't do that. It just doesn't qualify. It just doesn't.
my
It like goes in one ear and out the other.
my memory keeps tricking me, man.
I'm
Keeps
looking
letting
at the
me
camera,
download things.
and you look like you have dark skin. You look like you've got a nice tan from your vacation.
I
Has
did, I
helped
did,
through.
I
Yeah,
did. Yeah, I did. A lot of sun, a lot of beach, a lot of ocean. It was fantastic. Really good time with
yep,
the family.
good
What I
deal.
call the quality time. And now we're
QT.
back. So I'm gonna before I start talking about what I think on an economical point stand of view, just gonna go really quick here before we go to what we are expecting on the charts. Like once we did this high, the last high, I said that I don't think we're gonna get there in the near future. I think if we go there again, it might be later at the end of the day of the year. We have a very important event today that is really going to decide what the future is on a near term for the stock market. Right? We did have a PCE today that the numbers, if you look at the numbers, at the raw numbers, they actually look good for the economy. Right? They look like we are we're getting some growth, but don't forget these numbers do not include food and energy. Okay, that is the one thing that is really hitting the most in terms of inflation, and they kept those numbers out for now. So, and that's why I think the market reacted initially, not initially, reacted right away with a drop there, and then we went there again and we're dumping again. Okay, there's some stuff going on with Ukraine now as well, but I'm the one to talk about the bigger picture here on the longer time frame. Um, and what I see is the government and the Fed are really getting against the wall. Okay, in terms of inflation. At this point, I don't think that it will be wisely and in terms of an economical point of view to lower interest rates, even if it's at the end of the year.
No, they're
We
not going to do
will,
it. They're just not going to
yeah.
do it.
So, and I think the market already realized that. And we are still sitting here at all-time highs or very close to all-time highs, right? Just because of AI and what the AI companies are bringing in terms of revenue um, and their guidance. Okay, me and Banana, we talked about it. Banana is very open about what he thinks about Nvidia earnings and how much can they squeeze this, right? How much forecast, how much higher can they project in terms of earnings? And I agree 100%. I think we're getting to that point that I don't like to call this a bubble, right? A
No,
lot of people are calling this the AI bubble. I don't because these are legit earnings. These are legit companies that are making money. If you look at the earnings of Nvidia, if you look at the earnings, look, green, 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 green. Okay, this is not BS. We're talking about a lot of money being made here. Okay, if you look at all the chip companies, they are making money. This is not like when we were, and I think a lot of people got confused in the beginning. This was not like the internet bubble, right? The internet
no.
bubble was pure speculation. You would set up an address in an empty office in the middle of nowhere. You had no revenue, you had nothing, and you were just saying, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do this." Yeah, and people would just follow and buy blindly. And of course, the next quarter comes, and where's your revenue? How are you multiplying my investment? There was nothing. Like this is a different thing. This is a sector of an industry that was not known to mankind that is developing. Yes, we started in the early stages, and we might just be at the early stages, right? We don't know.
Definitely. I mean, we have to be. Think about this. Think of where this
I do.
goes.
Yeah.
You know, what's the next connection? You know, right now it's chipsets on servers. It's the we're just discovering chipsets in robots and all of that and where that's going to lead to. And then, pretty soon you're going to have sentient beings living in your home that are 10 times smarter than you are. I don't know, man. Who's going to be feeding who?
Yeah, man, yeah, yeah. It's insane. The next 10 years, I would even say the next 5 years are going to be absolutely challenging for a lot of people that cannot keep up with the change, with the transformation. I see stuff, and I'm going to get a little bit off the topic, off the charts, but I just want you to create the mindset of where we can go, and what I think it really is going to affect the charts and the markets, and some industries are going to really be affected in a
Yeah.
negative way and other in the positive. I'm pretty sure everyone is familiar with Zipline. Zipline is a drone, a delivery drone for products. And I've been seeing I did a couple of stuff with Walmart, and I think you have a limit of 10 pounds on that thing, and they are super precise, right? They drop it in your backyard perfectly. Um, but my neighbor the other day, I couldn't believe it. He told me, I'm going to test this thing. I am going to order 2 lattes from a little coffee shop around us. I was like, you crazy, man. The lattes, you're going to get an empty cup with that thing. I don't care.
Yeah. Or it's
It,
going to be
it's
cold.
it's like it's free delivery. And it was ice latte. It was ice lattes. Sorry.
Gotcha. Oof.
Um.
Somebody's dying. You still
No.
hacking?
Yeah. I'm still kind of. I'm a lot better, but still
That's good.
feeling the
Okay.
effect of being sick last Monday. But so long story short, he orders that. We were together in his backyard, and that thing it drops that precisely at we should have in the backyard. Didn't spill a single drop of the
Wow.
coffee. Absolutely insane. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe the coffee shop is like maybe 3 minutes by car from us. So it's super fast. Yeah, everything came. It was spectacular. Everything came
That's
immaculate.
amazing.
I was like, wow, this just really opens the doors for a lot of things. And it seems Amazon is trying. Amazon tried many years ago, and they had everything ready to go to deliver by drones. And then when they were on the beta stage testing it, there was some wild billies shooting those things, and and they didn't get
Knocking them
approved.
down. Knocking them
Yeah, they
down.
were knocking it down. There was a lot of issues, so they didn't get the approval to continue. But the technology has been there for, I think this was like at least 3 or 4 years that Amazon was trying to do that. The guy from Zipline finally took off now. He's a brilliant guy. If you don't know, read the story of the CEO for Zipliner. It's pretty astonishing. But yeah, so this is what we're dealing. We're gonna probably be infested with robots doing cleaning, being the maid at your house, doing laundry, folding your laundry, picking up and taking the kids from school. That is the big thing of Elon Musk. He wants the robo taxi to pick up the kids. Optimus can go in the car, can pick them up, bring them home, babysits them, everything. You don't need to go. You can keep doing your job. That is his dream. That is his vision. And he's probably not too far away from it. So, with that being said, there is a lot of room on AI, right? But what I'm starting to see is there is starting to be a shift from AI because we have been running. Like if I pull NVIDIA here, or I'll do NVIDIA, but we can do anyone. Like let's do, for example, AMD, so we don't talk all about. Look, this is pretty astonishing. We went from $70 or 84, look, to we actually hit almost $600, right? So when you get to this of euphoria, we need to have like some come down to earth and retest a little bit and come a little bit lower. Okay, I'm not saying that this is the end of the world. We're gonna die and all that. No, I'm saying that we are very high. And in the charts, this is a weekly chart. Okay, we are accumulating. We're just going sideways here. Okay, this is the bottom. This is the top. We're going sideways until we don't break any of this. We won't really see the real move. there. And this was evident in AMD. Well, you'll see at Nvidia, you'll see at SPY. It's just massive accumulation here. But I'll be very cautious. I think, and we've been talking this on the Discord.
Could this
Lately,
just be
I
a
think
leg up, though? I mean, does it have to come down?
if we hold support,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely, yeah. Until we don't break support, yeah, but
I know
we
on an
don't know.
individual company basis, there's going to be some free falls here and there, but from the growth perspective, for where it is, the I mean, these companies are just insane the way they're growing, and they are actually growing. So I don't know. I mean, yeah, look at SPX, perfect. Those legs just keep going.
That's why I pulled it, right?
Yeah.
And if you count the move up here, from the move up here is almost the same, and then you have the dip, and then you continue. This has just been holding EMAs, and this is just an abnormal because you market loves to test supports. We came here again. We talked about this on our last
Yeah.
on our last talk, but yeah, I just pulled SPX so we can see. We had accumulation here, and then we had the leg up. Okay, so here is we actually at this trade, the exact same trade today during our lives. Okay,
Mm.
the chart was a 1 minute chart, not a weekly chart. Accumulation, breakout, it comes in, retests the accumulation. If it bounces, you take the trade and your TP is a little bit above. First TP can be there, or you can trim and then you can go for the next level. That it doesn't exist on SPX because that's all-time highs. Okay, so here, but this is exactly so. What I would say is this can be accumulation, manipulation, and then you have the distribution to the downside. But if you have accumulation and you have leg up and you come here and you just retest these levels and you bounce where the 90 MA is, it's exactly where the 90 MA is. This is really A plus setup here. If he comes in and retests this level and he bounces, yes, absolutely. We're going to continue high. And whatever we're talking about the economy, the market doesn't care about the economy. Listen, guys, we mentioned this, and I'm gonna recap and reiterate it again. What I said, we cannot forget the S&P 500 gets transformed on a, on a monthly basis about the importance of each stock for the indice. Okay, they only want to keep what it's growing there. If there's a company that doesn't fulfill what they're looking for, just gets out. It, they get it out because it's not helping to push the indice up, right? So a lot of times the stock market doesn't really reflect what's happening in the real economy because you're just dealing with the best companies of the best of the best here.
Yeah.
Right now in the S&P 500, you probably have 7 or 8 companies that are moving all this, right? If you look at the rest, go take a dip, look at all the companies. There's some dark stories there. There's some companies that are in really bad shape there, right? It is not like this. Um, but we is like we have our some parents have their favorite kids. What's you shouldn't,
What?
but that's what is happening. But that happens in the stock market. They have their favorite child, and that child has more importance in the market than the other, and this keeps going. So, and this is why a lot of people miss this run because yeah, and I agree with a lot of them. Look, the economy is not reflecting this exponential. In the past 3 years, our economy is not
No.
like excellent.
Matched. Yeah.
It's crazy. Look, from 2022, I need to go 2023. Okay, I'm gonna go 2023. From here to here, this is. I'm sorry. I'm used to another chart that gives me right away. This one I need to pull a different one. Okay, 2023 here at the bottom, October to here. This means we went up. Right now the bars here. This is insane. In 89%. Okay. Do you guys think that the economy and the growth of the country has gone up 89%? No, it has not. Our debt is just raised. I don't even keep track. I just keep track of what the president says, and I remember when we were in the beginning stages when he was when he took possession, it was we got a 34 trillion. We're gonna bring 34 trillion down, and now I hear it's 40 trillion. So I think we add 6 trillion more, right?
As always.
To it.
Oops.
We always do. It doesn't matter if you're Republican, Democrat. There's no miracles. There's no miracles. Every party, every government spends more what we make. Okay, that doesn't matter if you're the Democrat, Republican, Green, whatever. Everyone that is there always has spent more than is make. So that's why we keep going up and up. It's a fact almost. So yeah, the economy hasn't gone 89% up, but we are where we it's going up is AI, and we're running that show here now. Like we just said, we are probably at the early stages of this. The problem is, this is the problem that I have. I think we're going to get a lot of more competitors that is going to dilute how powerful an NVIDIA and an AMD or a Meta. This is why I think we're going to come down a bit, because I think there's going to be new players getting into the market that are going to be very successful, and people are going to start reinvesting in those companies because they think they're over leveraged here. Okay. There's a reason why gold keeps going up to silver. I think the next thing that definitely we should start looking at is energy, everything that is needed for data centers, everything that is needed for this humanoids to run on a daily basis. Everyone is talking about magnets now for them, but I think energy might be a big issue in the future. Like everyone is trying to go on the memory chips because they are crucial for AI. And they had a massive run. SanDisk is just absolutely. If I pull SanDisk here, this company was dead, guys. No one
No,
was
it's
looking at
amazing
them.
that run that they've had. Absolutely
I
amazing.
I just want to look at this. This is absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
This company, just it's massive. Look, this is insane. Right? If you were a proud owner of SanDisk in 2025 in September, it has not been a year. You had this at 85. You had 2000. It's just insane, right? This is absolutely phenomenal. Okay, and I think there's the energy side. Look, we all like to take a look at what Pelosi does, right? She took what is called Bloom Energy. Go look at that thing. As soon as it came out that she got into that, that thing just exploded. One second. So all the energies like nuclear, I think it is also a great one. It did start initially, and then it took a little dip. Um, but I think it is still a great opportunity. Once you see a retracement, you can get in. Um, Another thing that I started looking now is there's a lot of money flowing into the health industry, right? We saw some massive. Well, Moderna had the maybe look at Moderna, crazy. Like
Yeah.
it got the thing for cancer, and this thing just went up. But if you look at Pfizer, okay, this is Pfizer. I was saying this morning. I need to remove this. This is during COVID times, around there. Look how much this can run, Pfizer, and it's been going now. It's getting back into it. Look at the earnings of Pfizer. Green, 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 green. What's the problem here? The problem is not the company is outstanding. The problem is no one cares about this crap. We have AI, right? Why am I going to be here if I can take profits like SanDisk, right? And that's where the money is going. That's where the AI run. Everyone is an AI, not the run. Look at this here since June. Okay, this is really a really pushing up, and I think is getting to very very interesting levels. If we get this wick here, okay, and we get a retest to this one, I'm gonna go on a long term into this, a year or so more. Okay, actually I'll get stocks, not even calls here. For this, I think this has a lot of potential if we start moving things. And here's why I think this is happening, and I think it's also the investors are realizing this. Okay, AI is going to help to solve a lot of problems, right? That's what happened with Moderna. Because of AI, they think now, and it's they got a cure for a type of cancer. Okay? I think AI is going to help tremendously all these health companies that provide drugs for the market. Lilly is another one. Lilly, I know people that work at Lilly. Lilly is clearly the number one um, brand for when it comes to dermatology. Every single doctor is prescribing their products. They are a leader. They almost have a monopoly. On top of that, they are also dominating everything that is regarding to losing weight. Okay, look at Lilly too. Lilly, it's almost like it's the AI company. Okay, so you can't get in here now, right? You gotta wait. This was a perfect entry here. Once you got here down here, this was a perfect hit for another run for another leg up. Now you gotta wait and see if we retest this area again. He might come here. He might. Oh, he did. Oh, look at beautiful. He came here and he bounced. But now we have an aggressive candle here on the weekly. But yeah, I will come here. I will come here again on the 200 to get into Lily again. If we get there, right, we might just make a higher low here. Not even get there, but I would love to get it here. But yes, that's how we need to see alt companies right now. Is they will benefit tremendously from AI and now can develop their products and figure stuff that they weren't able to do before without AI. So yeah, definitely an industry that I think has a lot of potential. Look at this here is possible. Okay, the market loves to go to levels that haven't been reached. Okay, oh, if we see this starting to run and we start turning our EMAs to the other side, this is very, very doable. So this is a perfect trade here to the 200. The way we trade in our Discord, one of the strategies is like we fill EMA gaps, and once you just continue short until you are riding the 90 EMA in the 20, until you don't break to the upside. You don't go long. Here, you're too far away from the MA. Yes, you can go long. Try to get to the 90 MA or the 21, and then the rejection of the 50, right? And then you go again. They are very close here. Easy to break to the upside. Now the 200 there. If your rejection comes in, retest the MAs. I would say there's your double bottom. He broke the double bottom. Okay, that is your double bottom there. Where is it? Right here. Here. Now, if it comes and retest the double bottom where the AMAs are, and it bounces, we're good. Okay, that's what it's called, a triple bottom. It'll be very bullish there. So that's a little thing on Pfizer. I think there's a lot of potential on Pfizer. It is already going. This is going since June to now. Let's pull here. How much has this gone up? 20%. Okay, It's already gone 20% since June, and no red candles here, just green, green, green. On the daily, you can see, look, the EMAs. When you have the EMAs pointing to the sky, that is very bullish. Okay. Just look at the daily. See how we like to write the EMAs? Look at the daily. Look at the daily candles riding the 90 EMA
Yeah,
completely.
it's a perfect run.
Until you don't break this, you just keep going, keep going. Then you come and retest it, and then you bounce. And then once you don't make a higher high, that is when you need to start looking at this. We made a higher high here. Now we're gonna come, if this candle doesn't get that high, we're gonna come retest the EMA. And then if we don't bounce, we're most likely gonna come down here. Okay. This is a perfect spot that the chart loves to bounce between the 9 and the 21. Okay. And then we go, and if we don't make a high, then we'll come and get the 21. Okay. This happens in every single time frame. I trade this every single day. Guys, I go, just on a side note, I trade 0 DTs and 1 DT every day that the market is open Monday to Friday. Okay. This is one of the strategies that we use along with significant levels that we mark every day. We actually have an indicator that does the job for us automatically. It's free
Is
for
there a,
everyone
do you
on
see another
Discord.
age of, because of AI, another age of having, all of these drug companies kind of really take over the marketplace again, like as a sector, because of all that help and how that can be, contribute towards their advancement?
I think so. Yeah, I truly believe because it's not just the discovery of.
What's the next one? Is healthcare the next run? It's a tough question.
Healthcare.
It's a
Yeah,
tough question.
it might be along with energy. I think it
Yeah, yeah.
might be. I don't think we need to. We haven't had a panic or like. An alarm set on
Hmm.
energy. No, no one has said anything yet, but at the moment that our government are saying we're running low on resources in terms of energy with all these data centers, with everything, then I think it's gonna really explode um, the energy side, and we're gonna see a lot of companies coming out and trying to develop solutions regarding energy. There's a lot of stuff. If you do a little bit of research, there's a lot of stuff happening right now on the in the back scene with the energy companies and trying to find different sources of building energy.
Yeah.
And that includes not just on the planet Earth. That includes also outside of. Of planet Earth. Okay, Elon Musk is dying to get energy from other sources as well. Yeah, I think what I was gonna say regarding the health, right, is all that the research can help with AI, and with all that the humanoids can help with AI, right? If these health companies start perfecting in terms of the production of their drugs using all the AI, using all the technology we have that in their factories and be a lot more efficient, right? Why is the economy also um, benefiting a bit from this and everyone is a little on the happy side now is because humans are being replaced, okay? And once you replace humans with a humanoid on a robot, um, the rate for accidents, the rate for not showing up to work, the rate for mistakes, the cost of the employee per year, all of those drop dramatically. And what do you get with that? You get more dollar for your investment, more return. It's all about that, right?
Yeah.
at the end of the day. So higher profits, higher revenue, and you keep going. So I think all these companies are going to benefit from that, especially the ones that haven't really taken off with this. And this is why I think a lot of investors are starting to diversify their portfolio, this kind of companies. And yes, tech still can run. I'm not saying it can't, but I think we got look. This is AMD here. This is our base. I think tech is gonna see there's some investment that's gonna get out of here and gonna rotate to other areas, and it's gonna come and drop a bit. Okay, I don't say that it's not sustainable. It is. These companies are very strong, are reporting a lot of good um, good revenue. We also have another problem that it's panicking, and we saw that in this earnings season. That is the capex, right? Do we know that all the billions and trillions of dollars that are being invested right now in AI? How much is the return going to be? Is that a good investment for these companies? They're going to get a good return for all the money they're putting into AI. Guys, running AI, and this I saw this report last week. Running AI in a company is very, very expensive. Okay. Microsoft, their employees were told stop because they were using it so much. They were spending, I don't know, the number was insane.
It's crazy. Yeah.
It was uh, all close to 1 million a day,
It's
something like that. It's not. They had to tell them, hey, stop. You got to stop using it. You guys using too much. So there is a statistic now that for every was 34 cents that you spend on AI, right now you're only getting 20 cents in return, which means you're negative. It's not worth it to use it in a company as to help you.
Yep.
Okay. So that is a very, very important number there. It might help a lot of the humans to keep their jobs because yes, you can use it, but just to a certain limit. You cannot fully use it and go and replace everyone and keep going with it because it is very expensive too at one point. And these companies are starting to get greedy and they're charging you more and more and more. Even you can even see at a retail level if you use Claude, back you had unlimited credits as a retailer today, and now you don't, right? They limit your credits now. They here's it. They get they. It's like the drug. They get you. They hey, here's a bag for free. That's what the drug dealers do, right? Here's a bag for free. They get you on the hook, and once you're hooked, you get used to it. You almost cannot live without it. So that's exactly what it is. That's how all the products pretty much are, right? That's what Uber did. Uber came with prices that were unbeatable. No one knew who Uber was. Everyone was in a cab in a taxi. That's what we were used to for decades and decades. We get a yellow cab and that's it. But for them to get you out of your normal and comfort zone, they just put their prices that you like, oh my God, I gotta try this. What it's $3 for a 15-minute drive when it's $25 on a taxi? Damn, I'm gonna try this.
Yeah.
And then you get you hooked. Go see what's the price of an Uber now and a taxi.
It's
It
got.
is the same price or more expensive.
Yeah.
Okay. But you got so hooked to have the app in your phone now and the convenience, you don't even look at the price of the other ones anymore. Okay. So this is a marketing strategy that a lot of the companies use. iPhone did it, Microsoft did it. All of them, they do this, right? They get you hooked. The other strategy is, and this was where Apple excel, is you get the celebrities, you get the influential people, high-end people using your product everywhere. You give it to them. Oh my God, yes, it's so flashy, it's amazing. It's $1,000. If you tell anyone that you're gonna buy a cell phone that's $1,000, 90% of the U.S. population will tell you you're absolutely insane. I'm not gonna drop $1,000 on a phone. Um,
And yet.
a couple. a couple decades after everyone and their mother has an iPhone,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you're all buying it for $1,000. You don't even realize. So this is the power of marketing. This is the power of moving masses. One of the products that I think Apple was brilliant with is I don't have one. I don't think it does anything for you. You don't need it. And if you have one and you think it's useful for you, I feel sorry for you. You're just addicted to
Excuse me.
any text message or any little thing in your life. Is the Apple Watch, right? Apple tried several
So
times.
horrible.
Several times Apple tried the Apple Watch. Failure, absolutely failure the first 2 or 3 times. Ran campaigns, everything. It was giving them almost for free, and they hooked. You go to the I was the other day at the airport and I was looking and I couldn't believe my eyes. 10, 8 out of 10 people has a freaking Apple Watch. It's amazing. No one had an Apple Watch. No one cared about that. You don't need it. You have your phone. Why do you need that? Oh, check my heart rate to see, check my step. Get the heck out of here. You don't need that. Okay, that is Apple making millions off of something that is there's no need. There's no, you don't need that. Okay, you have a phone. You don't need a watch. Get a nice watch. But yeah, this is the power of marketing. This is the power of trying to get people used to, and we're sheep. We just follow the trend. We follow. It reminds me the bottle of water, right? All these companies. First, it was the Yetis. Then it was I don't even remember the name. They keep changing. Now there's a new one. Starts with a U, and everyone just buys another bottle of water for $30,
I don't
right?
understand that
Uh,
whole plan. Yeah.
I I don't, but it is it's money making.
Yeah.
And they keep doing one after another. You just need one celebrity to show up with a different
Yeah.
bottle of water, and all the yoga studio attendees just get one, and all the gym guys, and all that, and then they put it to their kids because it's fashion and all that, and there you go. Suddenly, they sold a couple of million of those
Yeah.
at 30, $40 a pop. Amazing when that thing costs like $5. But whatever. Let's go back to the charts here. What I think, going back to the to the economy. Let me get here. Let me get here the cues. Okay, there you can see there's a difference right now here on the daily between SPY and the cues, right? SPY is trying to hold here the cues, and why? Because tech. Okay, and there's a reason why I want to talk about the cues here. Okay, so we've been seeing a drop. Okay, from the past week on cues, and the reason that we're talking about this drop is because of interest rates, right? I don't think we're dropping just because of interest rates. Okay. I think we're dropping because of the exact thing we were just mentioning a little bit ago. I think market is overvalued and investors are moving their money to other places. Yes, the the inflation is a big part of it because we know companies, especially the tech companies, this is huge, right? Because the way they operate, they don't use their money, they use loans, and if to get money is more expensive, they're going to pay more for that loan. Long story short, less revenue, less profits, not good for investments and for the board, right? So Qs are dropping a lot harder than SPY, and everyone that is saying it's because of the interest rates, I disagree, exactly because of where SPY is and where the Qs are. I think there is a certain amount of fear that is starting to show up, and people are moving. They're not exiting completely, but they're taking profits, and they're starting to invest their money in other sectors that have a lot more potential to go. Today is going to be a very important day for tech. If by any chance Nvidia doesn't deliver,
Oh God, don't say that.
yeah, this is gonna be ugly, okay?
Don't say that.
Because it's the only thing that's been keeping us around here because the overall political, geopolitical events are not good. The inflation is not good whatsoever. The labor market is not good. Our purchase power has dropped and has been at the lowest that it has ever been in the past 3 decades. Okay. No one talks about that. The media just talks about what they want. Let that sink. Our purchase power as a family or as individual has been the lowest that it has been for the past 3 decades. Okay. And I'm going to give you a really good example and a fast one. If you want to buy a house today, you cannot buy a house, a decent house, right? Average cost house in the United States right now is 400,000. Used to be less than 200 a couple of years ago, 5 years ago. It's 400. It doubled. Okay. Unless you're a guy that is a CEO of a company or makes really good money, makes 300,000 or 250,000 a year, you cannot buy a house on a single income. Okay. This was never the case. You'd buy a house on a single income, and the other income for your partner was to pay expenses on the house, to pay your insurance, your cars, your kids, the food, and all that. That's how families were. Okay. I don't even go to the 70s where only the husband was working. They were buying everything, and the wife was at home taking care of the kids. I'm not even going there. That was quality of life. That was absolutely family time,
Yep.
right? Now you need two incomes, and you know what's sad? 70% of the Americans cannot buy a house on the two incomes.
Yeah.
It's really, really sad.
You know, it's bad here. Australia is even worse. Uh, they're up to, I think, I want to say doubled in the last 8 years for them. Just crazy. I was reading some article on that.
Yeah, the real estate
It's nuts.
insane, and the big companies have a lot of fault on that, right?
Yep.
The Black Rocks and all that. They said it years ago. You not gonna own
Mm-hmm.
anything, and you're gonna be happy. And
Yep.
that's exactly what they're doing. They want you on a subscription plan. They want you to rent everything. I'm from the time that if you would not buy a car or cash or finance, okay, I'm from the time you would buy a car cash. You wouldn't even finance it, right?
Yep.
Right now, no way you buy a car cash unless you buy a $5,000 car that is like 30 years and 170, 180,000 miles on it. But if you buy, I'm talking about brand new cars. You don't buy a brand new
Right.
car cash. You don't even finance a car because you cannot afford the monthly payments. 85% of the cars sold in the United States right now are via lease. We lease them. Okay. So you're renting a vehicle. You don't own the vehicle on a lease, you rent it. So this is the transformations that have been going through the years that we don't realize that is happening to the society, and it's deflating their purchase power. Now, when you add to all this losing of purchase power, you add the amount of debt that the common U.S. citizen has got. We had $2 trillion. Is it 2 or 3? I think it's $2 trillion in credit card debt, and you're paying interest on that debt at a rate of 27% or higher.
Mm-hmm.
Just see what that does to your budget. How can you save money? How can you prosper? How can you buy anything? You know, you're just living day to day, paycheck to paycheck. You're on the spinning wheel, um, on a daily basis, just waiting for something, for a miracle to happen, um, and try to change something. I know I'm being I don't want to be negative. I just want everyone to realize where we are. Okay. If anyone is picturing you, this is a very strong economy. We are like thriving. We're the best we ever been. We're okay. Hold on a second. Okay. These are the facts. This is where we are right now. Okay. Can the market continue to go up? Yes. Exactly what we said in the beginning. The market doesn't reflect the economy. The market reflects companies that are thriving, an S&P 500 and a Nasdaq. Okay, they pick those companies. Now, going back to the Qs and why I think that if we don't excel today on NVIDIA earnings, we're going to see a drop here. Okay. If we do, we're going to get back into the pennant. And if this is strong enough, we can retest this area here, this 735 area. Okay. We're in a little bear flag here. We're right at the bottom of the pennant. Okay. Right now. And usually a trade that you take here is when we retest the pennant, we reject it. But the thing is, it already got violated that because the first time we rejected the pennant, we retest the pennant, it was so hard that we gapped up. We didn't even give the market a chance to retest it. We just gapped up. Okay. We filled the gap to the downside. This was a beautiful trade we took. Fill the gap and bounce. Okay. Right here. Fill the gap on Qs and bounce perfectly down that daily. Now, here is resistance. Good earnings on Nvidia. We skyrocket. We're gonna go retest these levels here, 723. If they are not excellent, and we're gonna come lower and retest, we're probably gonna make a lower low. We'll see. We'll see how we act. This is huge support. Okay, this area here is huge support. 786.45. Look, wick, 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 wick again. Okay, this is huge. This was just the snowball effect that goes. They can't control it here. This went too fast, and it came all the way down. But this is the support level on Qs here. This is very, very important. Look at the weeklies. Look at see. I love charts, guys. The charts is so. Look, you see how this was just too much? Look where we closed. Okay, this is just a wick. We never lost that level. Never lost the level. Okay, look how we bounced there on the weekly. Never lost. If you don't know, if you're not sure about something, just go a higher time frame. It'll give you a lot of answers. Let's go the monthly. Look at the monthly. Look at, you see how why for me that level is so important? Wick, wick, close above. This, it was just abnormal. Okay. This was probably the market trying to get to the 9 EMA and bounce because we were too far away from it. Okay. It went there and bounced. There's nothing, there's really no support. There's no, maybe on the weekly here. Yeah, okay, open, close. Yeah, I can see that. And he wicked a little bit below. But again, it bounced between the EMAs, right? They're right almost in the middle perfectly. The market loves to do this. This applies to every time frame. Okay. The first time he loses the 21, he loves to bounce when he gets between the 21 and the 50. But yeah, it is going to be key level. What if they are not good and we retest this levels here? Okay, this 686.37 level, this area here is going to be important. And this is why I love charts, because I can be talking here and you don't know what I'm talking, if it is true or not. But when you have a chart in front of you and you start showing what the levels are, the levels, they don't let you lie. You cannot lie about the levels. Okay. When you say this level is important, as soon as we go to the higher time frame, it just shows you right there on a monthly how important it is, that level. Okay. So there's the level for the downside. Now the level for the upside, I would say if you want to continue, we really need to 700 is a very important level, is a very significant level on the Qs because it's the whole number, right? To hold here now we are 708. Got to keep there. Maybe we go. And then the next level for me, if we want to continue to the upside, is to overcome this gap here. Okay. This gap is what it will continue the bulls to excuse me, to continue the momentum.
It's a big gap for the Qs sitting up there. Really big.
Yeah. I until we don't fill this gap and
Yeah.
can overcome this gap, the bulls will not have control. Okay. There's something very interesting. We haven't really retested this gap, which is kind of odd on a market that is so bullish. This almost got there, but it was away. So I don't know. I'm a little bit biased. Maybe Nvidia has great earnings. We go there and retest, and then the market's like, okay, I am done, and we go. We'll see. But what can happen is if Nvidia earnings are good, it will just create a snowball effect, and then you just go. That's the thing of the market, Like this week here that happened. This is just a snowball effect. You're so bearish that it keeps going, tricking stop losses, stop losses, stop losses, and they can't. It doesn't reverse. Then it fulfills everything, right? And then you see a massive bounce right away because of that. And that's what probably happened on the 30 there. It bounced dramatically. Okay. So today, I believe, is a very important day for tech. Okay. Is a very important day for this. This, if you look, this is a very oddly cut. It's almost like a V shape, but you can almost look at this as a weird cup that we might be making the handle too. And if we hold this level, we can go up. Okay. It's very, very hard. I think, especially on the Qs, it's very, very hard. If anyone tells you, oh, yeah, we're going to go all the way up or we're going to go all the way down,
No,
it
it's
is really, really hard. Yeah. You can't. You're guessing right now.
yeah.
If anyone tells you that, okay, because we are in the middle of the pack. Okay, what you got to look here. Look, so I'm going to go here, right? This is, if you want to count the bottom of this wick for the range, do so. But I think this is it here. Until we don't break, we're going sideways. Okay? Until we don't break below this or above this, no one knows. And look where we are, right in the middle. Right in the middle. This is it's really hard. I'm not close to the top. I'm not close to the bottom of this range. I'm in the middle. And when you're here, you flip a coin. It's the 50-50. Today we're gonna have a better understanding of this. But then you want to go out from everything? We're almost there. We have a 4 hour. We have 4 more minutes. I just want to. I talked about Tesla last time. I love Tesla. I missed the bounce of 300 completely. I did take a trade at it that was very green. You own Tesla. Once we hit here, this level, this 345, that was my level. I got out and this bouncing, and then we hit almost the 370s there. But Tesla is looking very good, guys.
Yep, it is.
I would wait for we said it during the week in our lives. Do not get in here. You never want to get into Tesla when it's up, because usually comes down. You see, up there, comes down. Up there, comes down. Up there, comes down. Okay. Here is when you start looking at it. This is the level that you can start getting here. And we need to hold right there. This wick and where the trend line is, pretty much. Okay, it will come down. This is where we need to hold there, that at 335 level. Okay. And if we don't hold there, we're going to come see the 325 level. This is by levels. I have this levels marked for years and they work perfectly. Look, swept the level, bounce, holding year, bounce. Okay. There, reject, there, reject, close below, reject. Okay. We are here trying to hold, reject, boom, earnings. Okay. I said it on the lives many times when we were here around 300. I believe we're going to feel the earnings gap. Okay. We're at 312, 305 when I saw the bounce at 300. Okay. Here I said, and look, we almost did. We were very short. Okay. Okay. That is for me. Guys, if you want, we trade every morning from open to 2 hours into the market. We give a lot of trade ideas. You can join us for free. Come and see what we do. Come and see how we trade the market, our strategies. You'll be profitable. Like I was saying, for the past 2 months, if I'm not wrong, It might have been more. I don't know. I lost count. We trade every day, Monday to Friday. I think we have 3 red days on that. Trading 0 DTs. I don't think there's a lot of people out there with
No,
that.
that's a tough gig. That's a tough gig to beat. That's for sure.
I don't think there's a lot of
Especially
people
with
with
those
that kind of rate.
zeros.
Yep.
For sure. Well, awesome job, Jinja. Appreciate it. And we'll do this again next week, and we're gonna wrap this up though now. I've got the candle swap call in 15,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna get that going and go this. But thanks everybody for coming, and I'm gonna shut it down, I think, and get this thing rolled up and done.
Yeah. There you go. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Be safe out there. Trade smart.
Trade
Yeah.
smart. Excellent.